Good morning. Welcome to Moments with Pastor Belinda, where I'm just down here taking a walk along Lake Taneycomo. The trees are budding, and you know what? Things are about to happen. It's an exciting time in the Lord. It's an exciting time to be a Christian. It's an exciting time to put your faith and your hope in the Lord. And, I just want to prophesy into you newness. Spring is coming. Answers are coming. God has this. He is in control. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't blink his eyes for long periods of time. I tell you what, we get worried that he doesn't know what's going on down here. You know what? He knows how many hairs you have on your head. He knows exactly what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you've been thinking, what you think he don't know. He knows. He knows. He knows. Mama always told me when I was growing up, she said, honey, I may not be there to see you, but God will be. And I tell you, I've heard people say, well, I don't like to think of God as a ruler keeping track on me. I tell you what, he's your God. And that's what God's do. God keeps track on his children, and disobedient children get disciplined. Every time. He is a good God, a trustful Father. He will bring you into a right place. If you never discipline your child, he never learns. He doesn't learn correction. You can say, well, that's a good thing, honey, but I really love you. And unless you tell him no, he's not going to know not to put his hand into the fire, because he will get burnt. And I tell you what, God loves you. He loves you. His heart and his desire is for you to be successful. His heart and his desire is for you to be an overcomer. And this is what his plan was for you before you were in your mother's womb. He had a plan for you before you came down. He had a plan for you before you were born. He knew where you would be right now on this day, what you would be doing, and he's not taken by surprise. He's not off guard. He knows, and he has control. All we have to do to bring about his plan is to yield to our Father. Love him, walk in the kingdom, relinquish all of our rights as our selfishness goes. Stop being selfish, me. You give it to God, and God will take care of you. He'll give you more than you ever dreamed you could have. He will give you the best of life, the best health, the best way. He knows more than you could ever know yourself. And you think, well, if I can't understand him, then he can't be real. I need to understand this and put him in my mind where I can, know where this is coming from. But I'm going to tell you what, if you could do that, he wouldn't be God. If you could understand him, he wouldn't be God. If you could control him, he wouldn't be God. We can't control him. God does as he wants because he is God. And if you're wanting something to control, you're barking up the wrong tree when you're going for God. You go to something else. Go to Buddha. Go to Muhammad, go to something different. God is God. He is an awesome God. He always has been, always will be. He can go backward in time when things and events happen to you, and as you give them to him, he can erase them. He can erase the hurts. He can make your heart soft again. He can take bitterness out of your life. He can give you hope for the morning. He can give you hope in Jesus. Oh my goodness. All we got to do is lay it down and give it to the Father. He always has been, always will be. And there's nothing new on the horizon that God has not already seen. God knows, he knows about every political move. He knows about everything that has happened in our skies here in the U.S. of late. He knows what it is. He knows what the motive is behind those that sent them. He knows what's going to happen. And who better to trust than a God who is in the know? Who better to trust than a Father who loves you? Who better to trust than a God who has counted every hair on your head? He knows you. He loves you. He wants you. He wants time with you. Seek his face. Man, we had worship yesterday. I thought I was going to come up off the piano bench. God was in the house, people. God was in the house, and he's ready to set you free. He's ready to bring deliverance into your life. He's ready to bring healing into your life. He is ready to set right things that have been wrong. And all we got to do is let him do it. Let him work in us. Let him come to us. Give him our hearts. Give him our lives. Let him form in you what you need to have. He has your best interest at heart in all things, even in correction. He has your best interest at heart. Even in discipline, he has your best interest at heart. Trust me. Listen to God. He loves you, and I love you. Thank you for joining me today. Man, I tell you what, it's a beautiful day here on Lake Taneycomo. The trees are budding. Oh, that's just awesome. The birds are singing and it's a beautiful day, and I know it might come up a snowstorm in a week or two, but hey, that's the Ozarks. Get out and enjoy it while you can. I just love it. God bless you. Y'all have a good day.